Hello everybody, welcome back, and I want to again orient you. This is no preparation is required. We're going to talk about hopefully short concepts so that you're prepared as you climb up that mountain in life, which can be burdensome. You carry your cross. I want to help you out. Healing wounds. Carmel, discipleship of Jesus Christ, being a Christian. It is about healing wounds. We're all wounded. I want you to understand when we talk here, we're talking in a universal approach. Carmel is universal. Carmel is the concept about walking with God, with Jesus, with your hand closer in a walk of prayer. Means you're going to be turning from evil, means you're going to be grounding, you're going to be practicing this communication with God, and you're going to be acting more God-like, and you're going to be docile to what God wants. Getting back, you're going to be healing yourself and healing others, healing wounds. That means access. Let God speak. Let Carmel speak. Let John of the Cross speak. And of course, Teresa of Avila. That means we let people have access to the microphone. How do we do that? What is that all about? What's the basis? The basis is the Old Testament, Genesis. In creation, God created. What did the first thing we find when He created, we can say, is there were distinctions in the act of creation. There were angels and there was man and woman, humanity, but we had the fall, Adam and Eve. He led Adam and Eve, says, hey, who told you that you were naked? You have to know a little bit about the Genesis and the story of Adam and Eve, the apple and the snake. But He gave them a chance to talk. Do you do that? The church does. I'm Catholic. And we have an entire church court. So right now there's lots of division going on. And we have this person saying this and not wanting anybody else to talk. This person doing that. That's not what God wants. That's not what the church talks about. So if you have somebody in power in your community, a Carmel leader, a clergy, a religious, meaning a nun or a sister, saying you can't talk, that's not the mindset of John of the Cross or the church or God. Go back to the gospel. Adam and Eve, hey, what happened? Where are you at? And they could tell their story. The woman gave me the apple. It was the snake that said this. You got fig leaves. Who told you you were naked? They were allowed to talk to God. Second analysis, in support of the argument, please let people have access to the microphone. Wicked shepherds can have access to the microphone. Hired hands can have access to the microphone. The Petrine profile, the profile of Peter in authority, can have access to the microphone. So can the disciples. So can the Marian profile. So can those who do not have authority, who are not leaders, but are mere disciples. And I say that mere disciples because many people feel that. They are disciples. They are not professional because they lack a place at the altar. That's not what the church teaches. You have material contributions to be made even though you're not a clergy. That means a deacon, a priest, or a bishop. Now getting back, Cain and Abel. Two brothers, both offering to God their first fruits. One kills the other. Cain kills Abel, if my memory is serving me right. What did God do? What did God do? So where's your brother? He let him have access to the microphone. He let him have access to God and tell me your story. Tell me what is going on. You do the same. There's a division about what we call errant members of the clergy. Clergy who have vices. Some of their vices are of the flesh. And you have those who are acting in same-sex relationships, those who are acting in heterosexual relationships, those who are acting with children, those who are acting with same age, consensual and non-consensual. Let them have access to the microphone. But you also have access to the microphone. Let them communicate to God. Cain communicated to God. Adam and Eve communicated to God. They had access. So Carmel is about communicating. We have Elijah. He allowed the priests of Baal to talk. He tested them. So my point is, in wounds, while we have life, we have hope, and the wounds can be healed. But they can't be healed if you don't act godly. And one way to act godly is to let your enemies speak. Let that wicked shepherd, who's filthy rich, explain himself. He can still get fired. The Pope has fired wicked shepherds. He can still go to prison, but you let him speak. It's the same with the lowly disciple who is a child who is hungry, living on the streets in Asia, or living in a dump site. They're entitled to have their voice represented. Nobody's representing them. Could be you, but they're entitled to have their voice heard. Carmel stands for that. And I want to make that case. Now, I know there are friars and nuns to say that's nonsense, but I want you, as you progress through Carmel, it's about communicating with God, listening to God, and then we communicate and we take that into the world and allow others to increase their communication. Why do we want to increase communication? Is that just something that I'm saying and just hear myself speak? No. You increase communication, you might then be able to generate solutions that you didn't think about, that I don't know about. So the hungry person at the dump site might have a solution to the hunger that you haven't thought about. The wicked, filthy rich shepherd in Germany, Bishop Bling, might have a solution to his filthy rich condition. I don't know. And some can say he's not filthy rich. That's wrong to say that. Well, when people communicate and they're allowed to speak, oftentimes solutions are generated by those closest to the problem. That's my only point. Carmel wants you to get close to God and the two of you communicate. And we want an increase in communication, not a decrease. Okay? Access is important in Carmel. Access is important in Carmel to communication. Thank you.